Principal Mitra is doing my classroom observation this year. Some teachers get stressed when the administration watches them. Not me. I'm not worried at all. In fact, I think that the administration is not paying enough attention to what's happening in my classroom. The creativity, the passion, the excitement, and the students are pretty good too. Okay, so today I want to talk about negative space. And I'm not talking about Principal Mitra's office. Because it's a very, very negative space. No, I want to talk about negative space, which is when you use empty space around the subject to create meaning. So, for example, let's look at this photo. Kayla, what do you see in this photo?
It's pretty crowded.
Yes, exactly. The crowd photo is very crowded.
And whoever took the picture does not know how to use a focus ring.
Well, I took it, but I did a really bad job on purpose to illustrate what happens if you have too much positive space. So for example, Kayla, tell me, what is the subject of this photo?
A tree?
Well, yes, there are trees, but trees are framing the actual subject, which is?
Oh, a forest.
Yes, it's a forest, I agree. But there is something at the center of the frame, which is the actual subject that is framed in negative space, which is?
Travel?
I don't mean like figuratively, I actually mean literally what is right here at the center of the photo.
Loneliness. I know he means the road. It's just fun to see him tweak in front of his boss.
Let's just jump right to partner assignments, okay? Gary and Hugh, you're going to use the aerial drone up on the roof. Nicole and Hannah, I need you to cover the closing of the gender-neutral bathroom. And Jasper, Margot, you're on student interviews.
Look, do you know how lucky we are right now?
Oh, absolutely. I feel like I just won the lottery.
Student interviews are so important because at nationals, they focus more on the interviews and all the athlete photos combined.
So what kind of questions should we ask?
Well, the questions can be anything. It's the responses that matter.
Well, obviously.
Just ask them whatever comes to mind. Get them talking, then listen.
I know how a conversation works.
No, I mean, really listen. People walk around here every day, starved for attention. They feel ignored and all that. If you really listen to their answers, they'll drop their guard and show you who they really are.
I'm not doing therapy here. You know what kind of yearbook Coach Willoughby makes? 200 pages of manufactured nostalgia. Nothing but forced smiles and fake milestones. It's the kind of thing the saddest people go to look at when they want to tell themselves a story about how great high school was.
Well, you're wrong, buddy. Coach Willoughby wants to celebrate the best moments of our lives.
He wants to gaslight us into thinking our time here was better than it was.
If you really feel that way, then why'd you join the yearbook staff?
Because I want to make something real. I don't want to make the same yearbook everyone else makes. I think we can make art here. We can make something important if we want to. Something moving. Something true.
Look, how about this? Let's split up. That way we'll get more responses. And we can get the questions our way.
I'm the sports editor for the yearbook. I take pictures of the cheerleaders, the football team, the band. It's actually pretty easy. I mean, all you gotta do is just take a good picture. It's simple. But what I really hate is doing interviews. I don't know, they're just so boring. Like, how do you make a good picture out of that? They're not saying anything interesting, they're just standing there. It sucks.
So what are your thoughts on the M23's reemergence in the Democratic Republic of Congo?
Is that like a disease?
Do you think Rwanda or Uganda might be involved?
Yeah, sure.
And how do you think this will affect the upcoming election?
Obama.
Because of Biden's gross negligence on the Congolese people?
And Biden's laptop.
So tell me the most tragic thing that happened this year.
Tragic? I guess it was when we lost homecoming by 63 points.
That's it? A football game?
It was devastating. I think it was the highest scoring game in Luster's history.
What about the fact that our parents got divorced?
Why would you bring that up?
You write about it all the time in your diary.
I gotta go.
Okay, here's an easy one. What can be known?
That's a good question. I don't know.
class are sleeping.
Yearbook. I'm supposed to be getting student testimonials.
Sounds absolutely riveting.
Everyone at the school is those superficial answers. I mean, I can't get anyone to go deeper than the color of their prom dress.
Maybe you're overthinking how important it is. I mean, just ask them about their spirit week themes or something. Get it over with.
I don't want to waste my creative energy on something inauthentic and hollow. I want to make something that matters.
Nothing we do here matters.
So, a lot of the people don't take the yearbook seriously. But that's okay, because the yearbook takes them seriously. This is what the team is about. We remind people how important they are. To make a truly great yearbook, it's not enough to take everyone's picture or make lists of who is in every club and sport. We are not mere archivists. We are advocates. We give a platform for student voice. That's why Margot and I went on a journey today to collect the thoughts and hopes and dreams of our fellow Falcons. Here are some of the testimonials we heard. If you could be any kind of hamburger, what kind of hamburger would you be and why?
Oh, I need a second to think about that. I'm sorry. That's a really good question. Thank you. Thank you for asking that. No one's ever asked me that before. I mean, I don't know. I guess when I think of like burgers, what comes to mind is my dad. When I was like 3 years old, he made me this burger meal once, and I'm sorry. It was just like a really special moment. It had bacon and cheddar cheese on it, and it was on the griddle, and it's kind of like the last thing I have to remember my dad by. It's taken a long time for me to get back into eating them after that incident, but I've kind of grown a new appreciation. So I'd have to say that classic cheddar cheeseburger, perfectly done on the griddle with some bacon. Thank you so much.
Someday I want to make serious art. I just think that right now I'm just too focused on being perfect that I'm not getting better at anything. Except at judging myself. I'm very gifted at that. I just need to learn that being imperfect is how you learn, so failure is the only way to get better.
Okay, just before we begin this conversation, I just wanted to let you know that doesn't usually happen in class. Like, she's epileptic, and I know that, but usually we don't have those flashing lights.
Okay,
She just had
let
like
me just
YouTube.
stop you right there. The reason why I'm actually here to talk to you is I have some bad news. We don't have enough in our budgeting for both the book and the newspaper. So we're gonna have to cut one.